Today I want to show you guys how to use Keto Mojo. It's an amazing device. I check my glucose and ketones basically daily with this device. 1.4, that's really good. Around 6 to 9, you are in very mild ketosis, and then 3 to 6, you are in moderate ketosis, and under 3, you are in pretty good therapeutic ketosis, and under 1 or 2 or 1, that's definitely you are in very deep therapeutic ketosis. Hi everyone! Today I want to show you guys how to use Keto Mojo. It's an amazing device. I check my glucose and ketones basically daily with this device. So this is the Keto Mojo. Before you start, you need to wash your hands, and then usually I'll get the strip ready. The blue one is for ketone, and the brown one is for blood sugar. The blood sugar usually takes 5 seconds to get the result. So usually I will use the brown one first and then the blue one later. So here is how I do it. I open the strip and I'll lay it kind of like a clean napkin. I want to show you like this, like clean napkins. And then I will put the brown one in the Keto Mojo. And then you want to make sure this line is right here. Because on the top, you can see there's a kind of like a feeder that you will feed your blood over there. You push it in and the device will turn on and make a sound. And usually the best area to check the blood, to prick your fingers, is middle finger and index finger. So today I'm going to use middle finger and let it dry. And use the device. Usually I use 1. Some people have a thicker skin, they might need to use 2 or 3, but usually I use 1, and then I can barely feel it. And I'll squeeze a little bit. Some people wipe out the first drop, but you don't really need to, according to the manufacturer. And you feed the blood into this little line right here. And usually I will make sure it still has a little bit blood left for the ketone. And you can see the result, 79. And then you push it off from the back to replace the strip, and then put in the ketone strip. And you feed the blood in. And then you wait for the result. This one takes 10 seconds. The glucose takes about 5 seconds. Great, and my ketone is at 3. And then the next step is to calculate your GKI. Obviously, you can use ChatGPT and do it, but you just need to use the Keto Mojo app right here. And then you push the sync button on the top. You sync it, and you want to make sure the device is turned on. And then it starts syncing and syncing. Super. Let's look at the result. Finish. And my GKI is 1.4. That's really good. It's a little bit lower than I expected, I have to say. But I was fasting since last night, so I'm not surprised. And I'm also kind of like drinking matcha with like a butter and MCT oil, so that kind of kick off the ketosis a little bit. And like I mentioned, if you are at 9, the GKI is at 9, you are not in ketosis. But then around 6 to 9, you are in very mild ketosis, and then 3 to 6, you are in moderate ketosis, kind of like in slight in between therapeutic and nutritional. And under 3, you are in pretty good therapeutic ketosis. And under 1 or 2 or 1, that's definitely you are in very deep therapeutic ketosis. Usually you don't need to hit that low, but usually for cancer or dementia patient, that's definitely very beneficial for them to hit the low bar. Yeah, thank you so much.